Mario Reyna, Prosperity Task Force.
Mario, that's exactly why we're here today, to talk about the Prosperity Task Force set up here in Hidalgo County by our county judge, Richard Cortez. Let's first of all please tell the viewers and the listeners what the task force was all about.
Well, the task force was set up back in 2020 with the clear purpose of creating more human capital. So currently the task force has 13 groups, and the groups are dedicated to helping people that need help, and also at the same time there's some economic development groups, workforce development groups, and so we have a CEO leadership group, and all these groups have they're working extremely hard to make sure that the people in Hidalgo County have the resources that they need to continue to prosper, and then at the same time we're trying to create or bring better industry to our community.
And how far along the path are you?
Well, right now it's been maybe 8-9 months since this thing really got started in earnest. Recently, a couple of individuals have been added to the Prosperity Task Force. One individual is Eddie Aldrete. He's a communications expert, and another individual is an economist by the name of John Huckenyos. And John is the individual that helped Austin get Tesla and San Antonio get Toyota. So, there's hundreds of people involved in this activity with the main purpose of helping those that need help. For example, we have a food insecurity group, we have a medical services group, a transportation group, a housing group. So all these individuals are working extremely hard to help those that need help so they can go out, find a job, get the better skills so they can get better jobs. So that's the intent of the Prosperity Task Force.
How long will the task force keep going? Do you have an end goal in sight?
Well, we think that this Prosperity Task Force will probably continue for a long, long time, because this is an activity that is not going to stop. The needs of the community will continue. We obviously want to reduce the numbers that exist. We have a 29% poverty rate in Hidalgo County. The state has about a 14%, and the nation has about 11%. So those numbers we want to change. We will change them, but it's going to be a continuous process, if you will. And the institutions, the groups that we're setting up, they will continue to work together to make sure that people that fall into bad circumstances, they will be able to find help in the future.
Will you put out a white paper at any point about your findings?
We will. Right now, we have a plan that was written and is out in circulation. And so those are the things that we are trying to do. When I say we, everybody, there's a lot of organizations involved in the Prosperity Task Force, and they all have the same goal in mind. They want to help people. When you think about what is it that we're trying to do, so you have 120,000 people that currently work in Hidalgo County, and they work for poverty wages. So that's has to change. We cannot continue with those kind of circumstances. And out of those 120,000 individuals, 6% have a bachelor's degree. So you're looking at 7,800 individuals that have a bachelor's degree working for poverty wages. So we need 120,000 individuals that we need to help. Our institutions here in Hidalgo County, SDC and UTRGV and the other local colleges, we produce close to 15,000 graduates. So we need to make sure that those individuals have jobs that pay the wages that they're looking for. See, because if we don't, what's happening right now is that we have a huge migration out of the county. They're going someplace else, Houston, San Antonio, Dallas, because we don't have the jobs that they want. So the intent of all the activities that we have is to unite Hidalgo County, unite everything that involves workforce development, unite everything that is economic development to work as one. It is a lot better when you have one voice advocating for the county.
In all the data that you've accumulated, all the stories you've heard, anything that jumps out the page at you that you think, wow, that is the story in a microcosm. That's a sad situation that we have to address.
Well, I mean, all the numbers are significant in their own way, but what is the most significant part is that we have 15,000 high school graduates every year. That is a significant number. And then on top of that, the number of college graduates with certificates all the way to PhD, you're also looking close to 15,000. So any industry out there that might listen to this presentation, they should say, I need to go look at Hidalgo County, because they have a lot of well-qualified, well-educated individuals that can work in any industry. Our citizens in Hidalgo County can do anything that you put in front of them. And I tell the story about many years ago about call centers. We didn't have call centers. And so that people had their little concerns about whether or not our citizens could do call centers. And look at what we have now. The last time I checked, there's over 10,000 people that work in call centers. So any industry that wants to come to Hidalgo County, come. We have the qualified workforce to do whatever it is that they ask of us to do. I mean, look at UTRGV. They have lots of engineers or lots of manufacturing students. They have a lot of business students. So what is there? There's nothing lacking here.
Okay, let's move on then to Thursday. There's a big event that the Prosperity Task Force is staging. Tell us when it is, where it's happening, and what that's about.
Sure. So the event is this Thursday. It's going to be at 8 o'clock at South Texas College at the Union Building, Student Union Building. And what is it about? We want to continue to inform the public about the Prosperity Task Force, and at the same time give updates on what is taking place. So we have speakers. Dr. Kevin Peak is going to speak. Dr. Kevin Peak is an economist. So we asked him to talk about, what kind of jobs do you see in the future based on the data that we have. So he's going to talk about that. Sergio Contreras is involved with the Broadband Coalition in Texas. So we asked Sergio to talk about what kind of jobs do you see once we put broadband across the county. So he'll talk about that. And Daniel Silva from the partnership will be there. And so he has a lot of information also that he wants to share about the activities that he has. And then we have speakers like Dr. Rodney Rodriguez from STC. He's going to talk about all the initiatives that STC has. Ron Garza from UTRGV also has a lot of initiatives that UTRGV. Manny Vela from Texas A&M will be there. And we all know that A&M is doing lots of initiatives for our community, especially the huge investment that they have for nursing. They're going to build a nursing program in the future. So that is a very significant activity. And then we have the leaders of all the groups that we have in the Prosperity Task Force. They're all going to give some updates on what's going on. And also Eddie Aldrete will be in the audience. He'll say a few words. So there's a lot of information. Sometimes I feel like Netflix, you never can choose a movie because there's so many movies, but there's a lot of information, and we want the community to know what it is that we're doing so they can participate in everything that we're doing.
And the public can show up and attend?
Absolutely. It's free. It's information that the public needs to have. We're looking for everybody that has an interest in economic development, workforce development, to please come by and listen to what the groups have to say.
If people want more information, is there a dedicated website or a phone number?
They can call me. My number is 956-458-5751.
Mario, is there anything else you'd like to add about the Hidalgo County Prosperity Task Force?
Well, the group is dedicated in creating more human capital. We will do this. We will make Hidalgo County a much more prosperous place to live, where everybody can have a better quality of life.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.